of all businesses. The reason that this is so important, and we're going to dive into it in a second, is because you already have people that know, like, and trust your business, and you're not reaching out to them. You can cross-sell them other services. You can offer them discounts. You can ask for referrals. You can do a lot of different things with these. And we're going to actually go through some examples on this video and show you ways that you can retarget your past customers. And they're not going to be just the same old, send them a monthly newsletter. That might be one of them, and I'll give you a framework on that. But we're going to share some really good tips to help you keep your snowball rolling while also bringing in new customers. All right, so let's get right into this video. So this is our funnel that we use at Flash. We look at creating visibility, so new customers. We look at conversion. So once you get those new customers, how are you converting them into sales? And then we look at retargeting either prospects and past customers. And this is this funnel right here. So with most businesses, you want to get new customers in the door. And a lot of times people think marketing and sales is just focused on visibility and new customers. And what they don't think about is all those customers that are sitting here in this big blue ocean of customers and prospects that all you have to do is just reach back out to them. You already have their name, you already have their phone number, you already have their email address. So why not reach out to them and bring them back into your funnel for service? The beauty of this, looking at this together, is that this right here, you can see it's a funnel that continues to snowball. So what happens is, think about a snowball, that this is your snowball, and this is just picking up more snow, and your snowball is getting bigger. And think of that as your revenue. So as you continue to service your customers and keep them coming back, then you're layering in more new customers, and your business is growing. And it's basically an engine that just keeps on spinning. And so a lot of times people just focus on this, new customers through the funnel, new customers through the funnel. And that's why they keep chasing their tail, just getting new customers and not focus on retargeting. All right, so let's get into what actually retargeting is. So they come out of a sale, and the first step is typically asking for a review or referral of some sort. So how could this look? Is a text message and an email that says, hey, thanks so much for choosing us. Do you mind leaving us a quick Google review about your experience? Also, thanks so much for choosing us. If you had a great experience with us and you want to invite or refer us to someone else, if you do refer someone, then you get a $50 coupon for your next service, or a $50 Amazon gift card, or whatever you want to say. We've seen some people do, like, we'll enter you into a raffle, and after, each month we pull some name and you get a $100 Amazon gift card if you win. If you refer us, they can just use your last name when they schedule, something like that. There's a million different ways, but a lot of companies miss out on this referral opportunity. The second one is monthly newsletter. And a lot of times with monthly newsletters, they can just get brushed aside. We have a really good framework that works. We typically get 40% plus open rates on these newsletters every single month for clients. And we also get really, really good engagement on them. Typically, we get like 3-4% clicks on these, which you typically see 1% click on average. And so what we do in here, we share pretty much 4 different things. The first thing is we share another cross-sell service. So if you do moving, maybe you also do storage. We also share a relevant article or blog topic in their area. So this could be like 5 things to do in Boston in December, for example. And it might be another external article with relevant information that's local. The third thing that we do is we typically want to share like a social media post or a case study of maybe that service that we try to cross-sell before, maybe that exact service. So this could look like a storage solution in Boston, Massachusetts, how we transform this home from a cluttered mess to a perfect opportunity to stage their home for a sale, or something like that. And then the last thing is we want to share a customer testimonial, which is, hey, I used such and such company for storage and they did such a great job, blah, 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 blah. And then a beautiful picture there of a branded picture of your truck or people or something. If you do that, and there's a bunch of other variations of it, but those 4 things, they make it feel unique every single time. And especially when you tie in your local market or your local area with things to do, it works really, really good. So a monthly newsletter is good. And that's kind of just like to keep the conversation going and the communication open. You might throw a couple referral opportunities in there, some call to actions or some specials, but really that's what you want to focus on. The next thing is social media content. So we talked about pulling social media content into your monthly newsletter. This is a good opportunity to have people click and say, hey, are you following our behind the scenes pictures or videos here, or something like that? Inside of this step, we typically would recommend sending out some type of an email blast when it's your peak seasons or whenever you're slow. So if you're going into your shoulder seasons, January, February, March, and maybe if you're an HVAC contractor, maybe you also sell ductless systems. Well, right now is a good time because it's cold outside and you need a ductless unit. in here, to keep you warm because you have an office over the garage or whatever the case may be. It's a good opportunity to say like get $500 off as a prior customer or, a member of ours, whatever. Here's a discount that you can get. So that works really good and keeping that communication open. The last piece here is text marketing, and this works really, really good. The reason is because we talked about 40, 50% open rates for your email newsletter. If you send out 20,000 emails, you get 10,000 opens, and then you might get 4% responses, which is whatever number, or 4% clicks, not even responses. With text message marketing, it has a 95% open rate because everyone has their phone and is getting texts. And so as long as you have that open line of communication that's already been established, a text message maybe once every 6 months is okay. Like, hey, this is Phil from Flash Consulting. Just wanted to check in and make sure that you're good to go this winter season to make sure your heat stays on. We actually have a discounted inspection of $50, whatever. Let me know if you are interested in, and I can get you on the schedule. Something like that adds value, but also has a personal touch with a name. That works really good. Another way that you can use text marketing is by targeting just your past customers and specifically asking them for service in a specific time. So you could say like, hey, I'm going to be in Boston next week. I want to see if you're available so that I can stop by. Since I'm going to be in the area, I'll give you a discounted, whatever. That works really good. But again, you don't want to abuse a text marketing thing, but it gets amazing open rates, amazing response rates. Even people say, no, I'm good, or yes, or hey, thanks for reaching out. I moved, whatever it is, it allows that conversation. But you don't want to be spammy, and you also don't want to be annoying. So you want to limit the amount of times that you're texting people, offering them something. And then the last thing is returning customers. So this is just very, very basic, which is, are you asking your past prospects and customers to become returning customers? This could simply mean when you're slow, having your CSRs go down a list of all your customers and just call them and check in and wish them a happy new year. That works really good. Another thing is just having touch points. Some people used to do postcards and that kind of stuff, but having touch points throughout that you're just touching base with your clients and asking them to be returning customers inside of all these things, whether it's a text, a social media, a monthly newsletter, a one-off email, or asking for referrals or reviews. Don't be scared to ask to become a customer again, because these people already know, like, and trust you. And so they're more inclined to say, yeah, I need actually that service now. And I already know the customer, that the business that I want to use this service for. So then they don't have to go back to Google and say, do you know a company that does storage near me? Because they already know that you did their move and, oh, you also do storage. So now you're building your brand. And we talk a lot about that on this channel, which is branded searches are the best ones. When people are searching for you on Google and not for a service that you offer, it's more likely that they're going to find you, obviously. And so this is just one way to build your brand and keep that snowball rolling. I'm curious to get your thoughts on this. Drop a comment below. If you like content about growing local service businesses, hit like and subscribe. If you are looking for a great marketing partner and you're curious about what we do, I'll put a link down below as well. And I'll see you in the next video.